I practice, a lot of the time I practice actually extremely slowly because many people think it's boring, but I think it's the best way to feel that your body is relaxed, which is really, really important with the instrument. Especially, for example, when I practice Bach, you know, there's this one here. But I like to practice it, you know, extremely slowly if I'm learning even this piece. Just really listening for the overtones. The overtones is the note after you play it that keeps on going, yes. And it's essential in Bach, I think, to find as many after notes, you could call it, or ghost notes, I like to call it, as possible, because it starts mixing together. The different notes, they come together, so it almost becomes like putting pedal on a piano and playing one note after the other, ideally speaking. And that will become much more interesting for everybody and much more beautiful. At the same time, it's a great way of relaxing the body for when you go to play it in tempo. Because if you immediately start, you know, on a piece just in exactly the tempo that it is, for me anyway, my body would immediately just tense up and be nervous somehow. But if I just completely ground myself, which is what this way of practicing does, and at the same time try to play and phrase as musically as I possibly can, even in the slowest tempo, then the lines become incredibly long, and when you start putting it up in tempo, I feel like there's some kind of magic in a way that helps you with phrasing and with ideas and all of this, because you've had so much time in the slow tempo to figure out what you want to do. Even while you're doing it, you can figure it out when it's this slow. And I feel like it's a really great way of making the subconscious brain and the instinct brain and the brain of what do I want to do with this phrase, which is more up here, to work together, because you can actually kind of do both at the same time when it is in a really, really slow tempo and learning a piece. And then when you get it more and more up, automatically there will be much more overtones, much more beautiful phrasing, much more overview. So I believe in this very much.